pushes himself. So you know what? He's going to be where he's going to be in 5 years' time. If I had to invest money, right, in a company, I'll invest in Nirmala. Because that guy is going places. If I had to buy stocks in a company, you buy in the right company, you become a rich man. You don't have to work. Yeah? It depends what you want in life. You must ask yourself, what am I here for? What am I here for? Right? Because if you're here to be a part of the wallpaper, then man, you're in the wrong business unit. Ask me for transfer and we'll give you transfer. Yeah? But if you're here and you say, I want to make a difference. Yeah? I want to beat my target, not achieve my target. This is very important. Because we are in charge of our own lives. I believe have a very simple topic. Yes, it's called sales leadership and execution. For me, I chose this because I think that this is the most fundamental building block, right, for our business, right? This is important for everybody in any sort of junior or middle level or higher level management position, right, in business unit 1 or anywhere for that matter. So basically what I want to do, my expectation is that by the end of the day, I will hopefully plant a few seeds. Yeah? You know what happens when you plant seeds?
It will grow.
So my purpose of today is to help each of you to take something out of this that is going to help you to grow. Yes? To grow as an individual. To grow as a manager. Yes? And to grow as an achiever. Another word for a manager, the word I prefer personally, is achiever. Because sometimes the word manager has the wrong connotations. At least people put the wrong connotations to the word manager, particularly in this country. Because manager becomes mudir. And based on the insights I get when I talk to a lot of people, particularly Saudis, they feel that the mudir does less work than everybody else. And this is wrong. And why I tell you this is wrong is because if you take the president of our company, right, man, I tell you, you don't know how long he works. You guys have no idea, right? He works really, really hard, right? Even on a Friday, he works, right? If I send him a text message, I can tell you within 2 minutes I have a reply. You ask me how many managers will reply in 2 minutes, right? I don't make a habit of sending him messages because I don't want him to keep sending me messages. Okay? But he does send me messages, he does call sometimes, but he works really hard. So, he is the president. He owns this business practically, right? But he works really hard, right? He is an achiever. He is much less of a manager. So I want you to think of yourselves, right? The first thing, before I start even my presentation, is to ask yourself, what is the contribution I am making to this business? Yes? What is the value addition I am making to this business? If I am there to ride on the back of the van salesman, then I'm sorry. We don't need you. Your job is not to ride on the back of the van salesman or any salesman. Your job is to carry that salesman on your back. He should get value from you rather than you depending on him to achieve SFI. Do you get me? I can go on this topic.
Clearly, sir.
Okay, we are going to start now. Sales leadership and execution. This is for everybody in Riyadh. So here we go. First thing I need to ask is, what do you think about execution? Yeah? What is your take on execution? Right? Guys, don't worry to copy anything. Right? If you want anything, you can have it. right? You want to make notes, you can make notes, but don't copy it, okay? Right? Do you know which country has the best results in academia? Can anybody tell me in mathematics and in science, which country in the world tops the list?
Canada.
No. Any more? 100 reals for the right answer.
India.
India, wrong.
US.
US, wrong. 100 reals gone now.
Sri Lanka.
Not an offer. No way. Saudi. Come on, they are about last. Can I tell you? The country with the highest student achievement rate, yeah, in the world, in science and mathematics, you won't believe it, is Finland. Right? And right now, Bill Gates has pumped $5 billion into the US economy just to find out how the US can beat Finland on results.
Okay.
Right? Japan, Korea, they are close there. India is in the top 10, but not in the top 3. Okay? Right? So,
Nokia is from.
yeah, now understand this. The point I want to make is this. Finland, they don't allow you to make notes of what the teacher teaches on the board.
Oh.
Yeah? Because they get you to think laterally and creatively. And can I tell you one more thing about Finland? You won't believe this. Right? The number of hours spent in the classroom, right, by a student in Finland is lowest in the top 5. How's that? Right? They spend less time in the classroom, but they get the highest bloody results. Because what they do in the classroom really matters. Now, is there a story for that? Us? Yes. I have a simple philosophy. When I go to my ballot office, I don't read newspaper. There are many people who bring newspapers to the office. Walk around, you'll find out. Yeah? Number 1. Number 2, I have no time for gossip. Number 3, I have no time to spread rumors. Yeah? Go in, do your business, and get lost. Yeah? So it doesn't matter whether you leave. For me, right? For a person working in the office. You go in, you do your productive time, you come out, as long as you're getting your results, that's all that matters. It's not how long you spend. Yeah? Sometimes it's not just how hard you work, but how smart. That's the lesson from Finland. Now that's the truth. You Google it, you check, you'll find out. They have, and you know one more thing? The teachers in Finland earn a higher salary than a doctor or a lawyer. And the retention rate of teachers, I'm very interested in this. Okay, so I have really studied this. They don't change jobs. Right? So you know when people get better at certain things, like I can't make a table, okay, with my hands, even if you gave me all the tools of carpentry. But if you put me into a carpentry shop for 10 years, and all I did was really cut wood, I'll become a carpenter. Yeah? It's like that with teaching. The more you teach, the more experience you get, the better you get. Right? So the more times we go to customers and try to sell, and we fail, the better we get. Because we learn from why we failed, unless we are stupid. Okay, so here's a story. There was a boy in England in the 19th century, and he once watched two men at opposite sides of a ship. They were wielding their axes. They were cutting this long log, right? And he approached the first man and he asked him, "What are you doing?" The man replied, "I am hewing a log. I am cutting firewood." As far as he was concerned, this was a big tree and he was cutting this. Then he walked to the other side and he asked the other man what he was doing. And you know what he said? He said, "I am building a mighty sea-going vessel. Yes, that will carry the treasures of the world back to England." You know, in the 18th, 19th century, the Brits were fantastic at going to countries like India, right, and Egypt, and plundering. Yes, they'll take all the treasures and bring it back to England. Today, if you go to the British Museum, you'll see still lots of precious treasures still in the UK, right? So the story is this. Two men doing the same job, different perspective. One guy was in a small tank, All he was doing was cutting wood. The other guy said, no, I am building a mighty ship that is going to sail the high seas and bring the treasures back to England. So which man do you think will work longer, will work harder, will be happier? The guy who is going to build the ship.
Yes.
Because he's part of a bigger picture. Now, gentlemen, the analogy here is that we, in Business Unit 1, can be part of a group of people that is going to double the business. Yes? Double the business in 4 years. Yes? Now, if you think about that, bang, I am going to be part of a team, yeah, that's going to double the Unilever business, yeah, in 4 years. I can tell you profit we will double in 3, right? Volume will come in 4, roughly, yeah? So isn't that a fantastic thing to think about? Rather than saying, I am there to achieve my monthly target of 500,000 or 120,000, yeah? What happens when you double the size of a business? When you double a business, your fixed costs remain pretty much the same. You change the entire complexion of the game, right? Because, right, you're doubling the size of your business, but you don't double the number of employees, right? So it becomes a much better place for everybody. You with me? Okay, so guys, which of the 2 men would you like to have in your team? Tell me.
Second one.
Second one. How about you guys? Second one. Everybody wants the second one. Yeah? So what this shows is that there are different ways to think about what we are doing. Yes? I always think of this example. You know, my wife is a great cook. But she always tells me, when she's making things, she says, I'm making it with love. You know? Like when she makes for the children, right? Christmas time, she makes love cake. It's a special cake we make during Christmas time. And somehow, I feel that, you know, anybody can make any cake, but it is never as good as my wife's cake. Because of what she puts into that cake. Yeah? Now, you can tell me that everybody uses the same almonds, the same cherries, but no, I cannot agree with you. Because for me, it's the experience. Yeah? So it's what you put in. It's like many of you would remember something that your mother made. And that dish, you can go to the best restaurant and order it. It will never be as good as what your mother made. That is the perspective that she put in when she was preparing that meal. Life is like that. I want you to think of life like that. Put in the best you can, because that gives you so much more coming out. What you put in is what you get out into life. Okay? So, what is the challenge each of them is facing? What is the opportunity? That's something you can ask. To achieve top-class execution, right? To achieve greatness, to achieve excellence, right? Leaders need to reframe, rethink, go out of the box from cutting logs to building ships. Yes? If these 2 men were put separately, the guy who is cutting logs will not have the same motivation, the same satisfaction as the man who is building a ship. Right? So job satisfaction is very important to every one of you. I hope it is. And find ways of giving yourselves job satisfaction. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. My own life. When I was 23, I was a father. And I had just launched Timothy shampoo. And there's a photograph that I still have in my family album, cigarette bloody ashtray full of cigarettes. Why? I used to smoke. I was a heavy smoker. Okay? Now, I was, some 3 months later, I was traveling to the UK on a training program. Unilever was sending me on a training program to the UK. And my daughter was born. And I went to her and I said, I'm going to bring you a Barbie doll from England. those days, this was a big thing, okay? And I thought she will be very happy. And my daughter, she turned around to me and said, no, I don't want the Barbie doll. Okay? So, when a baby says, I don't want a doll, man, you wonder what's wrong. I said, why you don't? No, I want something else. Yeah? Okay, you want something else. What do you want? I want you to stop smoking. How's that? How's that?
Fantastic.
Right? You know what happened to me? I left. I went through the duty free. I saw all these cigarettes. I said, man, I'm sorry. I can't buy you. My daughter wants me to stop smoking. I quit. Yeah. And it's 20 odd years now. I haven't smoked. I don't smoke. Yeah? But here's the thing. I rewarded myself. Right? I said, okay. Right? I still brought her the Barbie doll. Right? And I still stopped smoking. But I said to myself, man, just take a calculator, 40 cigarettes a day into
So many years.
30 days, that's so much a month, into 12 months, hey, that's a 24-inch color TV. So put one in each room. Reward yourself. Yeah? Find a way of rewarding yourself. So when you work hard, use that money. If what your reward is to put money into your children's education, do it. If it is to build property, do it. If it is like me, that you want to fly and play a game of golf and spend 4,000 riyals or whatever, do it. Yeah? Money is there to spend, life is there to enjoy. Reward yourself for the hard work you put. Never fail to work hard and not pay yourself. And that means in every sense. I always believe that the best performers should get the best amount of money, the highest amount of money. Right? And you as an individual, when you work harder, don't forget to put some money in your own pocket. Okay? So, when you have a different perspective, you work differently. So, stop thinking only about solving your current problem. Always think of the bigger picture. Yes? Don't think only of my channel, Smack channel. Think of Riyadh branch. Yes? I have to come to the party if my branch needs me to deliver extra. Yes? Riyadh branch must say, I need to come to the party to deliver the KSA number. That is what opportunity is all about. Yes? So think instead about how to build an organization that can improve and build capability. This is the key word. If you want to write anything down, write that word down. Right? How do I build my own capability which will help achieve future success? Today, I am here to talk to you about capability building. Yes? This is the best training that you can ever get. Right? Is to build and improve your own capability. Because if you are more capable, you are a better achiever. Tiger Woods, one of my heroes, right, says, and he has said this, and I quote, he says, the harder I work, right, now take this in, the harder I work, the luckier I get. You got it?
100%.
You got it? The harder I work, the luckier I get. Man, comes from Tiger Woods, not from me. And I will never forget those, because I believe in that. Okay? So let's move on. Building capability. Remember, a ship with a crew, every ship has a captain. Your captain is here. Yes? Has a crew that knows to navigate. Yes? And maintain the engines. Because if your engines are not there, you need sails. Right? Will be in a much better position to deal with the unexpected leak, like a customer check or somebody letting you down, than the one that can't keep it moving in the right direction in the first place. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes? Remember, you are like the crew on a ship. Yes? You are in Riyadh. This is Saudi Arabia. You want to jump ship? Man, you can jump ship, but then you have to go back home. Yeah? This is the ship. So, when you are on a ship, I don't know how many of you have ever been on a ship, but I love going out on boats because I'm a fisherman. Alright? I was at my pastime catching big fish. Right? I love fishing. Right? And when you're out on a fishing boat, the thing you learn is dependency, interdependency. Yeah? You have to depend on everyone. Your life depends on it, man. Yeah? Go out in a boat and understand. Right? you should think of yourselves like that. Now remember that when you are in a ship, building capability is key. Because you don't build your capability and you can't sail your ship better, the pilots will either come and take you over from Somalia. Yeah, and today there are Somali pilots who are extremely efficient navigators and mariners. Or else the competition will eat you for breakfast. Right? So get better at sailing your ship. Yeah, get better at getting your act together. What is getting your act together? What is the job we have to do? Excellence in distribution. Yes? Availability, visibility. Khalas. That's it. Don't make it rocket science. Yeah? Boil it down to its bare minimum. So, back to the drawing board. In a business that has big plans with people, right? And we are in a big business that has big plans, who really want to be a part of the success, you must prepare for bigger challenges that follow. Yes? Preparation is very important. Yes? Prepare yourselves. Yes? Now, I believe, and this is a chart actually I shared with Sheikh Abdullah, right, to tell you the truth. I believe that every year the challenges get higher and higher. Yes? Yes? That's what happens. Every year. Right? Targets go up and up. What happens to people? People are somewhere here.
Capability.
Yeah. Somebody can argue that capability may be even going down as you get older. Right? If you are doing a physical job, you may not be as physically efficient. Your mind may be. But if I have to lift boxes and take it from my van to the shop, yeah, and I am 22 versus I am 62, is there a difference in performance?
Lot of.
Yeah. Okay? So at 62, you don't want to be moving boxes from A to B. Yeah? Now the key point is this. Look at the graph. As the challenges go up, either in the same job or in a new job, right? For example, if today I'm a special account salesman, I have certain challenges. Tomorrow, I can become a supervisor or I can become a sales manager. My challenges will go up because of the job function. Yes?
Sure.
Or I have a new area, or we have RTM. Right? The requirements are different. Productivity increases. LPPC. Yeah? All these are being measured now very closely, and wait till you see the work Dow is doing. We are now going into micromanaging the business. Yeah? Understanding what is going on. So the challenges are getting more and more. So what happens if the capabilities are flat? We are dead. The ship is not going to sail efficiently. So what do we each of us have to do?
Increase our capabilities.
That's
More
right.
capabilities.
You have to improve yourself. You have to get better. You have to learn new skills. You have to sharpen some skills. You have to learn to negotiate better. Otherwise your rent will go up every year. Learn to negotiate with your landlord better so that he doesn't raise the rent. Okay? There is an art to negotiation. Right? So this is very important. This is the challenges capability gap. Now, I love this. If you are the captain of a ship that performs well, yes, what will happen? Somebody is going to tell you, this ship, well done. You have been the captain, you have sailed it well. But you know what? I have for you a bigger ship from next year. Yes? Anybody here who can come and show me 1 year's performance and says, I have been captaining this ship of my area, my customers, I have increased my active customers, yes, I have improved my productivity, now I am looking for new challenges. This is music to my ears. Yes? Okay, so then this ship will bring a new crew, new people, more people, different people, difficult people, easy people, right? Difficult challenges. And more and different challenges. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Sometimes when I go to small branches, I feel very sad. I feel very sad because I see people who I know had potential 15 years ago, but they got stuck in that same bloody place. And they haven't grown. Right? And I hope, right, that in business unit 1, we will not allow that to happen to people. I keep fighting with people in our company. I don't want to mention names. I say, move this guy, transfer this guy. I don't want somebody to be in the same job for too bloody long. Because sometimes when you are in the same job, you don't see the wood from the trees. Yeah? How many of you have been at home and gone away on vacation for 1 month and come back to your house? Does your house look the same or does it look different? It looks different. Why? Because you went and you had a new perspective. Then you come back and say, oh my gosh, I think we need to paint the walls. Yeah? Every time I come back, I call the compound manager and say, man, you need to bloody polish my front door. Okay? And he polishes it. Okay? Because I always feel that, the varnish, needs good polish. So, that's true about life. If you stay in the same room, staring at the same calendar, with cobwebs there, you will not see the cobwebs. One day the cobwebs will fall on your hair, and they will grow, and there will be bloody a web here, and you will not see that also. So get out of your comfort zone. Yeah? Push yourself, challenge yourself. It is very easy for me to stay in balance. Nobody asked me to travel. This is the truth. Right? Just now on the way here, I picked the phone, I had a chat with Shakib, and we are rolling out route to market, and I called Taj and said, book me to Dammam on the 31st, 10 o'clock in the night. I want to be there on the 1st of February, because we are rolling out RTA. I don't have to go, man. I don't have to go. But I want to be there to cheer the team, because I want to say, guys, let's do it, let's go for it, yeah? And I want to be there at the start line. And I want to be there at the finish line. That's my nature. So I'm going. 31st, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever the last bloody flight is. Late because 31st we have to close the business hospital. Yeah? So first morning I'll be in Dammam, 1st of February, to kick off the RTM. So, new ports of call. Challenge yourselves, guys. Okay? Right. That is what great execution is about. Yeah? It's the mindset. Yeah? It's attitude. Yeah? It's all about attitude. If you have the right attitude, the right mindset, the right behavior, it shows. And you know what? Other people pick it up. We can see it in the body language. Right? Somebody who is there and he's hungry. Yes? You have hunger. Hunger not for eating, for food. Al-Baik, or McDonald's, right? Hunger for growth. Right. Hunger for achievement. Yeah? You can smell it, even if you are blind. Okay? That is one of the things that I could see in you when I saw you the last time, so many months ago. I can see the hunger. Yeah? Don't let it die, man. Don't let it die. Right? Because if it dies, you're dead. Okay? Alright. Let's move on. So what is successful sales leadership? Now, by the way, what I'm going to share with you now, you will not find in any management textbook, whether it is Harvard or Yale or Oxford or Cambridge. Okay? This is all original stuff. Yeah? So let's start on what is successful sales leadership. Firstly, successful sales leadership is the ability to lead. Yes? What is that? Let's take it a little further. It covers many facets. One is the ability to act. Yes? You have to be action-oriented, not a university professor, not a guy who is analyzing and analyzing. You can do analysis and paralysis and not take decisions. That's not management. Management is about taking decisions on the spot, acting. Yeah? Action-oriented. Balance is confidence. Hello, this is Coconut Airways. We have just taken off from Riyadh. We are not sure whether we will reach Lahore next in 2.5 hours, but do keep your seat belts on and we'll let you know in about half an hour. You have any confidence in me as your pilot, man? No? I can come on and say, guys, this is Coconut Airways. We landed in Los Angeles yesterday and today we are flying to Lahore. Weather is beautiful. Enjoy the flight and the service. Which one is better? The second. Confident. Yeah? That is what it's about. Confidence. Even when you are not confident, don't show that you are not confident. Show that you are confident. Okay? So that's the next point. Then you have to be willing to learn. All of us. I learn many things when I go to the market, from customers, from salesmen, salespeople, right? You learn and use it. Okay? Coaching. Coaching is very important part of leadership. Yeah? If I'm a manager, I must coach my people. What is coaching? You know what coaching is? And this is a very important point. Coaching is practicing. Coaching is, today, I have a deal. Yeah? I need to take this deal and go to the customer. Coaching and practicing is all about taking the deal and doing a mock call. You're the customer, I am the salesman. Habibi, today I have signal with toothbrush free. How should I sell it to this customer? Yeah? What answers am I expecting from him? What objections is he going to come up with? And practice this. Coach your people. Then they will benefit from you as salesmen. Then they will respect you. They will respect you more because they are learning from you. Coach your people. Coach them to be better salesmen. How many of you do that? How much time do you spend? Not enough. Some of you don't spend any time at all. This is wrong. This is not good leadership. Yes? So, this is very important. Moving on. Attributes and skills. You know, selling skills. Right? You know IDA? Everybody knows what is IDA? No? This is one of the basics that you should know. Right? In selling skills, one of the basics, top of the mind, is the concept of AIDA. IDA. It means when I walk into an outlet, the first thing I need to do is get attention. Yes? Positive attention. When I walk in, I must walk in like, hi, how are you today? Yeah? Walk, man, right, with confidence.
A king.
Yeah, I have Lipton. I'm number one in the market. Walk with confidence. So, get attention, right? Your opening remarks to your customer is important. Next, you must create interest. I-N-T-E-R-E-S-T. Yes? In order to sell, I must create interest that I have the right brands, the right sizes, the right variants. I create interest. It's a beautiful car. It's a Lamborghini, right? But it's driven by this beautiful girl. Now I have to choose. Am I looking at the Lamborghini or the girl? But either one has to create interest. Correct? Okay. Attention, interest. Next one. Very important. There has to be desire. Yes? Desire? Yes. No point in having interest if I have no desire in owning a Lamborghini. Right? And what's the last one? Action. Yeah? Take the money out and pay for it. Close the sale. Don't feel shy to make the sale. So these are attributes and skills. There are many more. That's just one. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to cover each of these attributes quickly, right? Quickly, right? Okay? Yeah? Very fast. Patas, come on. Right. Being a leader, like Tiger Woods, who is the best golfer in the world, it's important to understand that whilst we are all born with some talents, we are all born with certain God-given talents. Yes? Others are developed through hard work. Alright? Now, there is a saying that God gives all of us talents, and if we don't use these talents, God takes them away. You believe that? I think there's some truth in that. Yeah? Okay? For example, eating. I'll give you a simple example. If somebody sits and eats big meals, yeah, you get used to eating big meals. It becomes a habit. Yeah? It almost is a talent to learn to eat less. I have taught myself to try to have a small lunch. Apple, yeah, banana, right? And have a big breakfast. Yeah? And a mediocre dinner. Right? So my biggest meal, I try to make my breakfast, not my dinner. Because I believe that the dinner settles down, you know where? Here. Because after dinner, you're not active. So if you eat a big meal, eat it in the morning when you're going to burn it. So that's my practice. Yeah? Oops. Hello. What the hell? Now what do we do here?
So this close is down.
Can you? I can't see it on the screen. Right, okay. Class. Okay, let's move. Right. So, right. Tiger Woods tapped into his golfing abilities at a young age. Right? From a very young age, his father gave him golf clubs. Do you know that?